Hi there, my name is Jordan Tash and I'm a course developer over at Code4Kids. Welcome to another teacher's video in JavaScript 2 Test the Builder. Just like lesson 1 and 2, we're going to be building more cities, but this time we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into the different objects that we can use to build those cities and how they affect all those different stats. Remember, the stats include pollution, population, money, and electricity. Alright, so now that you're inside the lesson, let's go through Test the Builder lesson number 3. So the first tab is a recap of everything you've learned from lesson 1 and 2. And let's just go through it super quickly. So more and more mayors from different cities have heard that Test the Builder is the dog to contact for building the greatest of cities. So what types of objects does Test build in each city? So here are the 3. We need to choose the correct ones. Remember, there's energy, population, and nature. Then we have each object has a number of structures we could build, whether it was trees, coal plants, or schools. So remember, we had nature, and inside nature we had pine trees, fir trees, we had energy, and inside energy we had coal plants, wind turbines, etc. So what is the value of nature.furlarge.money? And you remember we use dot to get each characteristic of an object. So we go nature.furlarge.money, and the value of that money characteristic is minus 100. Next, what is the sum of energy.coalplant.electricity? So electricity of coal plants is 45 plus, 45 plus population.school.electricity. 45 plus minus 40 is 5. And there we go. Now we're going on to our first code again. So what command do we use test to place objects? Now remember, just a triple reminder from the past couple of lessons, place object.name. So the type of object, which could be nature or energy or population, and then the name, which could be fur large, could be a coal plant, or could be apartment or whatever. So here's an example of how you would use it. And then we're just going to do a quick recap. Nature is key. We just want you to put 8 trees down just to remind yourself of how it works. You can click play to see Test build the first 2 trees. All right, and now we're getting straight into the code snippets to try and answer these questions. So let's do the first one together. So clean energy for all, energy over 0. So right now we have minus 10 energy. So we need that number to be above 0. Next, we have financial advice, money 0 or over. So we have 5,000 money to do this. So that's actually pretty simple. So let's make clean energy for all. So we have this wind turbine. I think I've put it over here. Sorry, I forgot to go through this. Some new objects, wind turbines and apartments, which you're going to be seeing now. So wind turbines are what you need here. You can see exactly what objects you have in the scope of the code tab. We only have apartments. We only have wind turbines. First thing we should do is just click play to see what we have already. So obviously we have above 0 for money, so that's ticked, so that's cool. But now the problem is we have minus 100. We need to get above minus 100. Okay, above 0. So we are 100 energy away. So what we need to do, well, first we need to place as many wind turbines as we can. So Tess is facing that way. Let's make it turn right. So turn right, and then we're going to move once. And now all we do is we place a ton of wind turbines. So remember, this is an energy object, and it is a wind turbine. That is the name of the object. Let's copy paste this a bunch of times, try and get it first try. And there we go. That's what our code looks like. So she places apartment, wind turbine, and we are minus 50 only. So we need a lot more. So let's go. Why don't we turn left? Okay. And then we need to turn left again to stop going upwards. And then we need to move first. No, we don't need to move first. No, we need to move in between the two. You see, even I'm struggling with this. We need to move in between there, turn left, and then a bunch again. You can copy paste all of these. See how much she gets now. So 2 apartments, turbine, 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 turbine. Turn left, move, turbine, 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 turbine. And we need one more, literally one more. So let's just move. And then place another turbine. And this should get us to 0. Let's see if that'll give us a tick. And there we go. We've got our tick. And that's it for that tab. we can, we just have enough budget. We've just hit 0. So that needs to be exactly right in order for us to get the 2 ticks. Remember, we can click the information icon as well to see the number of apartments and wind turbines. We can also click the magnifying glass to see exactly which characteristics are affecting our overall totals at the top. Remember, you can also click reset just to reset the tab. Next, we love trees. Okay, not going to go through this too much. There's a lot of grid space over here. What we need to do is create a park using all 4 tree objects. So what I mean by that is we have fir small, fir large, pine small, pine large. So to get that first tick, we need to move place object, and the thing is a nature dot fir small. Let's copy that 4 times. Let's make that a large because we need all 4 types. Let's make this pine, and let's make this pine large. Now you can see we've used all the, oh, I can't type yet. I've used all of them. So there. Oh, we need to turn right first. Bad. Pine should be a turn right over here. There we go. And that's it. We just have a lot of space here. Okay, and then small town. So for small town, this is a little bit harder. We need 3 nature objects. We need at least 4,000 people in a town, and we need to stay over budget. Pretty straightforward. We have power to the people. Again, 4 objectives. So each one of these builds on top of the other, and you'll see how we get to our final one, which is what I want to show everyone, is blueprints. Okay, so now this is a new concept, and just like before in JavaScript 1, the first course, Tess the Dog, we could look at patterns to match. And to make our lives easier to match those patterns, we would use functions. So we have got a function plant fir trees that does a whole bunch of stuff. Then we have a function plant pine trees that also does a whole bunch of stuff. The only difference is in fir trees, we're planting fir trees. In pine trees, we're planting pine trees. Blueprints. The mayor has asked Tess to match the blueprint for a park they want built as soon as possible. So there's a new button over here next to the eye. And this is the blueprint button. Clicking on it, you'll see a prompt open up. And on it, you'll see the pattern that they need to match. Okay? So let's click play and see what Tess does. Okay. So that's the first 2 rows of the pattern. All you need to figure out is that these functions over here are doing exactly that. Pretty sure that if you just copy paste all of these, let's see if that's enough. And if you click play, you'll see Tess the Builder doing a thing, doing each one. And you remember the pattern needs to match this. And you can see it while she's playing, while she's placing those objects. You see it going. And it will complete and tick once you've done it. And that's it for lesson 3. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time at lesson 4.